Okay, here we are with the Necrons. In the list, we have a Scorpec Lord right here. He is my Warlord with Eternal Madness, so he rerolls his melee wound rolls. Then we have a Chronomancer, which I'll be using this model here for. He has the Relic for Veil of Darkness. We have 20 Warriors as a single unit. They are rocking the 24-inch guns, not the little ones. I just didn't see them, so I didn't pull them out, and I just grabbed these guys. We have a unit of 6 Scorpec Destroyers, another unit of 6 Scorpec Destroyers, and a little Canoptic Plasmite, or Plasmacite, for each of them. Then we have 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers with the Destructors. We have a Doomsday Arc. We have 5 Wraiths. One of them has a beamer, so I'm using the painted one because it's easier to see. Then the Dynasty is custom with Relentlessly Expansionist for the 6-inch move. And Pitiless Hunters. So rapid fire, they get their full shots if they didn't move, even though they're not at half range. That's my list. On to Thousand Suns. And here we are with the Thousand Suns. They're the Cult of Change today. We have a squad of 10 Terminators, Missile Rack, and Soul Reaper Cannon with a Missile Rack. Ah, I killed his leader already. No, stay. There we go. We have a guy on a disc, a guy not on a disc, 3 Zangor Enlightened on disc. In a Rhino, we have 10 guys, all with flamers, flame pistol. Then we have a proxy for a Dreadclaw with 10 more guys inside. With flamers, he's got the flame pistol and the flame staff. And the rest we'll go through later because it's a lot. And we'll do it as it comes up. Okay, so the Necrons found a little encampment where the Thousand Suns were discussing their plans to do something. This was our deployment zone. So this is the Thousand Suns. This ring of dice is their deployment zone. And then the Necrons got the 4 corners. So we have some Wraiths lining the deployment zone with the Annihilation Barge. No, Doomsday Arc. And then that dice to this dice, we have 20 Warriors. And then this one goes this way. And we have Warriors with the Plasmacite, Lord, Chronomancer, little guy, 6 more guys, 3 more Destroyers, and there. Nothing in that corner for my deployment zone. Then we have Hatred. Focus. When making an attack against the closest enemy unit, re-roll a wound roll of 1. We're probably going to forget that, but you won't see it off camera, so we're good. And then Standoff. Lots of writing. Anyway, there's one objective in the center of the field, which is underneath that, which ironically he got in his deployment zone, which is awesome. We're sticking with it because it's a fun game and we're still learning, so it's, get that done. Then we each put an objective marker in our own deployment zones. So he chose there, and I chose way over there. Right there. You control 1 point if you control your own, 2 points if you control the center, and 3 points if you control your opponent's. And at the end of the turn, you get those points, and it's whoever has the most points at the end of the game. My protocol deck is done. We'll flip it over right now. Oh, that's a lot of writing. I don't even remember which one I wanted. Each time an enemy unit declares a charge against this unit, if this unit is not within engagement range or any units, it can either hold steady or set to defend. Figure that'll work with them, I guess? I don't know. I literally just kind of shuffled these. And that's it. So that's my first protocol. I have 12 command points and 0 points. My opponent has 10 command points to start off with 0 points because we just started. He has a Warlord trait or a relic that whenever I spend a command point on a 5+, he gets a command point. So he'll be drinking command points this game. I might just not use any, just out of spite. That's probably not going to happen. We are going to roll to see who goes first. I'm going to try and roll right here. A 1 and a 3. So Necron's going first. Okay, it was a very good Necron turn. Combined shooting from that guy. And the destroyers over here popped the Rhino. Then a whole bunch of shots, well, all remaining shots went to the Terminators and dealt 2 whole wounds. Didn't even kill one. Charge phase, however, the Wraiths made it into the Rubric Marines. And the destroyers that were here, after losing a guy to this guy, killed one of my destroyers. We're able to make it into the Terminators, and a whole bunch of attacks, rolled really good, killed 6 of them. They fought back. They actually killed 2, but 1 was able to reanimate. I have 1 guy and 1 wound there, and that's it. We score at the end of the battle round, so no points yet. On to Thousand Suns, turn 1. Well, the Psychic phase was a beast. He killed the 4 remaining destroyers here, just with Psychic phase. These guys came up, and the objective was contested. These guys were locked in combat, but obliterated them. Did 2 wounds into the Destroyer Lord. Over here, those guys no longer have an invulnerable save, but they were able to kill the guys in combat. Those guys just sitting there. These guys have -1 strength to their guns. Something happens when they move?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh yeah, -2 to their advance and charge, I think.
So, and then over here, the Drop Pod, the Dreadclaw, and the Flamer Boys psychicked and shot and killed the Doomsday Ark. Yeah, and then they're just kind of sitting there. And that's it. And we'll be back. Oh, so Thousand Suns are 3 points. 2 points for the center, 1 point for their own, and 3 points to 0 going into turn 2. Necrons are up. Okay, super effective Necron turn. The destroyers over here were able to shoot over here to kill the Lord on Disc. Then everything kind of peppered the Terminators and didn't do anything. These guys killed the 2 Enlightened. And then this unit, the Plasmite Sight thing, and the Lord all charged the 4 remaining Terminators. These guys charged the other Lord. And they were able to kill them. That is it for Necron's turn 2. On to Thousand Suns. Okay, these guys advanced over here, so they did get my objective for 3 points. The Dreadclaw moved and advanced a whole inch to get in between them and the Wraiths. That was it. So Space Wolves are going to get... Space Wolves. He's wearing a Space Wolf shirt. Leave me alone. The Thousand Suns are going to get 3 points for controlling that, bringing them to 6. I'm going to control the center for 2, and his for 3, bringing me to 5. Thousand Suns, 6 to 5. On to Necrons, turn 3. Oh, last round, my protocols were this one. Add 1 to the strength characteristics. And then this turn, it's going to be this one. We're going to go with the top one. That's it. Okay, the Warriors moved in advance to grab this objective. Everyone else moved up here, didn't advance though. The Wraiths moved and charged the Drop Pod, did a couple wounds to it, it's down to 5. It attacked back, because it is a Dreadclaw, not a regular one, and killed a guy. Almost killed 2, but I command point rerolled one of my invuls. And didn't reanimate, big surprise. These guys tried to make the 9-inch rerollable charge and failed with an 8, and then failed with like a 3 or something. And I forgot to move these guys up. I thought with these huge guns that only shoot one shot, they actually had really long range. They can shoot to about here and cannot hit that. So they can't shoot. So they just sat there. And that's it of the Necron turn. Couple wounds on a drop pod and a dead wraith. On to Thousand Suns.
Waterman turn 2.
Okay, we are back. He fell back with the drop pod. Enough range so that if these guys move up their full 8, they still cannot get within range of it. And then he shot with those guys. He killed 3, so there was only 1 left, but 1 did reanimate. That's it. So Thousand Suns are going to go to 9 points, and Necrons are going to go to 10 points. On to turn 4. Okay, these guys moved in advance just to make sure I hold this. I don't think he can do anything about it, but I'm not taking any risks. These guys advanced because they're kind of useless, and there's still 1 more turn, so small chance they could do something. Everyone else kind of moved up. Shots into the drop pod did nothing, but those guys charging it did kill it. The Wraiths did not want to take 6d6 flamer auto hits, especially with no invul. Not the invul's a huge deal, because just number of shots, but they didn't want to die. Now he kind of has to pick which unit dies, and the rest, I don't know. We'll see. On to Thousand Suns. Okay, he has abandoned the objective. Me getting 5 and him getting 3 and me being up means he can't win objectives. So he psychicked these guys and did 2 wounds, and then he shot and charged the Wraiths and finished them off. That's it. On to Necron turn. Oh, my Necron thing was I can re-roll a reanimation roll. And this turn, it is... things can shoot in a turn they fell back, or add 3 inches to the auras. I'm going to add 3 inches to his aura. Yeah. Alright, on to Necrons last turn. Okay, these guys moved up. -1 to hit for heavy weapons. Shot and killed 1 guy. Then everyone here kind of moved up. The plasma sight charged in to soak up Overwatch, so he didn't bother. And then the destroyers killed them. We're obviously calling it there because I was up a point, so there's no point in me getting more points. And then this little guy dies because he's not within 6 inches of a destroyer unit, which I actually didn't remember. I mean, they were really close the whole game to units because it gives them a buff. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time.